वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। एम आई क्लियरली ऑडिबल? आप लोगों को मेरी वॉइस क्लियरली आ रही है? अगर मेरी वॉइस क्लियर है तो एक बार चैट बॉक्स में यस लिख दीजिए। गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। इज माई वॉइस क्लियर? देखो, आज टाइम के पहले लिंक भेज दिया, उसके बावजूद कोई है नहीं यहाँ पर। एक जन है, ऑयन। गुड मॉर्निंग बेटा, गुड मॉर्निंग। क्लास मेरे को लेट ही स्टार्ट करना चाहिए। देखो, जल्दी स्टार्ट करके कोई फायदा ही नहीं है, अभी तक कोई आया ही नहीं है क्लास में। Anyway, chalo, jokes apart, let us start today's session. So since we are heading towards SBI examination, as I have already mentioned in the last class, so today I am going to continue with the practice set that we were doing of SBI last class. Okay, clerk का एक section हम कर रहे थे, so today we are going to continue with that. Okay, chalo, let us start. Okay, तो यू कैन सी वेरी फर्स्ट सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चन 1 to 5 हमने लास्ट क्लास में कर लिया था। क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 से हम आज कंटिन्यू करेंगे। तो 6 to 10 यू कैन सी दैट इट इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ पैराजम्बल्स। ठीक है, पैराजम्बल्स में आपको करना क्या है? सो रीअरेंज द फॉलोइंग सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस। यहाँ पे आप लोगों को कुछ क्वेश्चंस दिए गए हैं, इसमें आपको क्या करना है? इसका रीअरेंजमेंट करना है। ठीक है, मतलब यू हैव टू सेट द स्टेटमेंट्स इन ऑर्डर। ओके, इनको ऑर्डर पे आप लोगों को सेट करना है। नाउ हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू सेट दिस फ्रॉम ए टू जी इन द प्रॉपर सीक्वेंस फॉर्म, मीनिंग paragraph, to form a meaningful paragraph while D and G are already fixed। ठीक है, जो D और जो स्टेटमेंट G है, ये आप देख सकते हैं, ये अपने फिक्स्ड पोजीशन पे है। इनको अलग कलर से भी लिख दिया गया है, they are in white, the rest are in orange। ओके, तो ये दोनों अपने फिक्स्ड पोजीशन पे है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम D and G, रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट्स जो है, ये आपको क्या करना है? सेट करना है। ठीक है, तो 1 मिनट का टाइम देती हूँ, आप लोग पहले इसको सॉल्व करिए, देन आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस द आंसर विथ यू। ओके, ओके, गुड मॉर्निंग डियर, गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू वंस अगेन। ठीक है, चलो, सो सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन। एज आई टोल्ड यू, क्वेश्चन स्टेटमेंट नंबर डी एंड जी इज फिक्स्ड। चलिए सॉल्व करिए इसको। लेट अस डू द डिस्कशन। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट स्टेटमेंट नंबर डी एंड स्टेटमेंट नंबर सॉरी जी, दे आर इन देयर एप्रोप्रिएट पोजीशन। ठीक है, तो बाकी को हमें रीअरेंज करना है। तो हमारा जो रीअरेंजमेंट आएगा वो कुछ इस तरीके से आएगा। द रीअरेंजमेंट विल बी ई एफ। ठीक है, फर्स्ट में ई होगा, फिर एफ होगा, उसके बाद सी। डी हमारा फिक्स्ड है फोर्थ पोजीशन पे, सो वी विल कीप डी हियर। ओके, तो डी यहाँ पर आ गया। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, अब इसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट दोनों है, इस पे हमारा क्या सेटिंग बैठा है? इसके बाद आएगा बी, इसके बाद आएगा ए, और जी फिक्स्ड है। तो डी और जी को फिक्स रखते हुए दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन दैट वी आर गेटिंग। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर। ठीक है। अच्छा, अब ये तो हमारा सॉल्यूशन है, लेट मी डू द एक्सप्लेनेशन फॉर यू, ताकि आप लोगों को समझ में आ जाए कि यहाँ पे बेसिकली है क्या, मीनिंग क्या है। तो सबसे पहले ई होगा, ई क्या है, द एडुकेशन एंड हेल्थ वर केप्ट इन द कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट, ठीक है। तो एडुकेशन और हेल्थ को कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट में रखा गया। कैन एनीवन टेल मी व्हाट इज अ कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट? हम यहाँ पे कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट से किसको रेफर कर रहे हैं? चैट बॉक्स में बताइए, व्हाट इज अ कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट? देखो, जो एसएससी को के स्टूडेंट्स हो उनके लिए तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये पता भी होना चाहिए। देखो, ये बेसिकली कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट जो है ये कहां पर हमें मिलता है? इट इज फाउंड इन द 7th शेड्यूल ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। ये इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के 7th शेड्यूल में हमें मिलता है। और इनका काम क्या होता है, ये क्या बताता है यहाँ पर? तो दीज आर बेसिकली दिस आउटलाइन सब्जेक्ट्स जहां पर बोथ द यूनियन एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हैव द पावर टू लेजिस्लेट, ठीक है। इस जगह पे यूनियन और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट दोनों के पास पावर होता है लेजिस्लेट करने का, ठीक है। तो ये पॉइंट्स आपको याद रखना है, क्योंकि ये तो पॉलिटी का क्वेश्चंस भी बनाता है, सो यू शुड नो दिस, ओके। तो यहाँ पर हमारा स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो कुछ इस तरीके से आया है। नो आइडिया, आई जस्ट नाउ एक्सप्लेन डियर। देखो, ये कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट जो है ये 7th शेड्यूल ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में आता है, जहां पर स्टेट की अगर हम बात करें और यूनियन की बात करें, दोनों के पास इक्वल पावर होता है लेजिस्लेट करने का। अदरवाइज जनरली हम क्या देखते हैं, वी हैव द अपर हैंड ऑफ द सेंट्रल, ओके। तो यहाँ पे यूनियन और स्टेट दोनों के पास पावर इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है, फाइन। अच्छा, तो नाउ लेट अस सी द मीनिंग। तो यहाँ पे द एजुकेशन एंड हेल्थ वर केप्ट इन द कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट विद अ व्यू। तो इसको कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट में क्यों रखा गया? व्हाट वाज द एम रिगार्डिंग दैट? व्हाट वाज द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू दैट दे आर फॉलोइंग? ओके, व्हाट इज देयर टारगेट विद अ व्यू दैट द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, इस उम्मीद के साथ, इस व्यू के साथ, दैट द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट वुड बी फास्ट इनफ, कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट जो है वो फास्ट इनफ होंगे, ठीक है, जो काम करने के लिए कोलैबोरेट एंड गेट एड्स फॉर सेटिंग अप द प्रीमियर इंस्टीट्यूशंस इन दीज सेक्टर्स। तो बेसिकली यहाँ पे क्या होगा कि जब दोनों के पास ही पावर होगा, तो उस चीज को आउटरीच करने के लिए क्या होगा कि जो सेंट्रल है वो जब कोलैबोरेट करेंगे तो दे विल एक्ट फास्ट, और इस चीज में जो हमें रिक्वायर्ड और नेसेसरी एक्शंस लेने हैं वो टाइम पर हो पाएंगे। दिस इज द करेक्ट स्ट्रक्चर। आई होप दिस इज क्लियर। डन। अच्छा, तो दिस वाज द पैसेज। किसी को कोई क्वेरी है? एनी पॉइंट दैट यू डिड नॉट गेट, या किसी का कोई और सॉल्यूशन आया है जिसमें कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट हो रहा है? नहीं, सो विल प्रोसीड देन, ओके। चलो, I think there is no query, so I'll proceed. Okay, so what is the question? Which of the following would be the second? See, once you are done with the solution, ये 10 सेकंड का भी काम नहीं है। तो सेकंड नंबर हमारा क्या था? सेकंड नंबर हमारा F था। तो F यानी कि ऑप्शन नंबर 1 will be the correct answer. Okay, इसके बाद which of the following will be the second last? Okay, second के बाद है second last. Second last क्या था? Second last is A. लास्ट इज जी एंड सेकेंड लास्ट इज ए, ओके। तो ये चीज में कंफ्यूज मत होना, टेक केयर ऑफ दैट। सेकेंड लास्ट ए है, ए मतलब कि ऑप्शन नंबर 2 विल बी द करेक्ट आंसर, फाइन। नाउ मूविंग अहेड टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। नेक्स्ट इज फिफ्थ। फिफ्थ क्या था देख लेते हैं। फिफ्थ बी है, तो बी को क्लिक कर देते हैं। फिफ्थ मतलब ऑप्शन नंबर 2। इसके बाद है फर्स्ट। तो फर्स्ट तो हमारा ई था, ठीक है। तो ई यानी कि ऑप्शन नंबर 4, ओके। ई ही था ना, एक बार चेक कर लेती हूँ, मुझे भी याद नहीं है, हाँ ई ही था। उसके बाद लास्ट है थर्ड। थर्ड क्या था? EFC। तो थर्ड नंबर है हमारा सी, ठीक है। एज आई टोल्ड यू कि एक बार सॉल्यूशन आ गया है उसके बाद बस ये देखकर मार्क करना है, इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू टेक मच टाइम, फाइन। नाउ मूविंग अहेड टू द नेक्स्ट पैटर्न ऑफ क्वेश्चन, व्हाट डू वी हैव नेक्स्ट? नेक्स्ट इज इन ईच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन अ सेंटेंस इज गिवन व्हिच मे और मे नॉट बी ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट। सो यू कैन सी अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ ग्रामेटिकल एरर, फाइंड आउट द पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस व्हिच हैज द ग्रामेटिकल एरर, ठीक है। जिस पार्ट में ग्रामेटिकल एरर है आपको वो वाला पार्ट मार्क करना है। इसको सॉल्व करो आप लोग। ओके, आंसर आया नहीं किसी का अभी? सिंपल क्वेश्चन ही है, यू गाइस कैन आंसर। और इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन मैंने पहले भी कराया है। देखो, एडवर्ब और एडजेक्टिव का कंफ्यूजन हो सकता है यहाँ पे। इट कैन बी पर्टिकुलरली इंपॉर्टेंट टू फाइंड अ टॉपिक दैट अलाउज यू टू एडिक्वेट कवर द सब्जेक्ट विदाउट बिकमिंग ओवरवेल्ड विथ इंफॉर्मेशन, ठीक है। तो इट कैन बी पर्टिकुलरली इंपॉर्टेंट टू फाइंड अ टॉपिक, सो इट इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट मैटर दैट यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट अ टॉपिक। व्हाट टॉपिक? दैट अलाउज यू टू एडिक्वेट कवर, जो आपको अलाउ करता है, दैट इज अलाउइंग यू टू कवर, एडुकेट मतलब इन गुड अमाउंट, इन सफिशिएंट अमाउंट, सब्जेक्ट विदाउट बिकमिंग ओवरवेल्ड विद इंफॉर्मेशन। तो बेसिकली हमें वो टॉपिक सिलेक्ट करना है जहां पर हमें एक्स्ट्रा अननेसेसरी इंफॉर्मेशन देखने को ना मिले। द रिक्वायर्ड कंटेंट, द रिक्वायर्ड सिलेबस दैट वी शुड स्टडी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट, दैट इज देयर। वी आर नॉट overwhelmed with extra unnecessary information, but we will be overwhelmed with the required, the bullet points, the necessary actions. Okay, clear? ओके, चलो। तो यहाँ पर एरर क्या हो गया? वी हैव रिटन एडुक्वेट कवर, कवर इज द वर्ब हियर, ओके, एंड एडिक्वेट इज व्हाट? एडजेक्टिव, एडजेक्टिव इज यूज्ड टू मॉडिफाई विच पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच? Adjective is used to modify noun and pronoun, and the word that we are having here, cover, is a verb. So verb को कौन modify करेगा? We need an adverb to modify verb, right? और generally हम adverb of manner, like when we talk about a quality, when we talk about quality of a person or an object, that means for of a noun or a pronoun, we use qualitative adjective, ठीक है। सो एडिक्वेट इज अ क्वालिटेटिव एडजेक्टिव, बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एन एक्शंस क्वालिटी, व्हेन वी डिस्कस अबाउट द क्वालिटी ऑफ एन एक्शन, in that situation we need qualitative adverb. Now what is the name for qualitative adverb? Okay, this is something that I'm telling you to understand. It is not called qualitative adverb, we call qualitative adjective, but the quality of adverb, the adverb that modifies the quality of a verb, in that situation it is called adverb of manner. And generally adverb of manner is used or constructed when we add ly to adjective. So what we should do? We should write adequately, ठीक है। allows you to adequately cover means to a lump sum amount that is required. I hope this is clear. This adverb and adjective, okay, this type of questions are generally asked in your exam. Yes, Snehashish, part number 2 correct, your answer is correct, and I would like you all to mark the error also, ठीक है। सिर्फ आप लोग सिर्फ पार्ट्स मत मार्क करो, डोंट ओनली मार्क द पार्ट। लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू आर मार्किंग पार्ट 2, इफ यू थिंक देयर इज एन एरर इन पार्ट 2, काइंडली मेंशन द एरर एज वेल, सो दैट आई विल आल्सो गेट टू अंडरस्टैंड वेदर यू आर ऑन द राइट पाथ और नॉट। ओके, एग्जामिनेशन में ये तो चलो काम कर जाएगा कि whatever you are thinking, but if your part is correct you will get the marks, but since here you are learning, try to always answer the question, because sometimes I have found that students answer the part correctly, that this is the part that contains error, but what is the change that is required, that is not clear. So here is the place where you need to clear the thing, and for you to clarify the things I need to understand that where you are going wrong. So in that situation you guys have to mention the error, whatever you are thinking that this is the thing, this needs to be changed. Okay, clear? So this question is clear, and as I was telling you, this adjective and adverb, conversion of adjective to its adverb form and the conversion of adverb to its adjective form, this is important because generally they use noun, pronoun and verb, and in describing verb they use the adjective part, and they in describing adverb in describing verb they use the adjective part. So you have to swap that, you have to change that. Understood? Shall we move to the next question? Okay, next 11 to 15th is of same instruction. There is a statement where you have to find the part which contains error. Kindly mark the error, then I'll do the discussion with you. Okay, let us discuss part 1, finding. Okay, finding a solid topic. Finding a solid topic is correct. You are looking for it, na? So you are finding a solid topic. That's not an error. That is correct. Okay, finding a solid topic which one can ponder, which one can ponder is which one can go through, one can be stuck there. Okay, uh, is one of the most important steps. Okay, so this is one of the most important step when writing any type of paper. So you need a solid topic on which one can ponder. That means you can harp upon, you can find points, and that should be a solid topic, because if you are selecting a vague topic, you won't be having points. So for points you need to select a solid topic. So finding a solid topic on which one can ponder, that means you can think about and write concrete ideas, concrete points there, is one of the most important. Like this, one of the, I have already taught you in class, like whenever we use each, every, either, neither, none, any, or one, etc. Okay, these are certain structure that you need to remember. If these kind of structures are present here, okay, if these kind of structures are present in a sentence, you should always understand that we are basically considering each and every one individually. Okay, pondering means you are thinking about something continuously for a long duration, and you can only think about something for a long duration when you have a solid concrete point on that topic. Okay, that topic itself should be a very interesting one, so that you can ponder over for on it for a long time. The pondering over is thinking about something for a long time, so that thing needs to be concrete, that things need to be important and interesting, then only you will ponder over that. If it's not interesting, if it's a vague subject, you won't be able to think for it for a long time. Understood, Snehashis, what is the meaning of pondering? Okay, so these are the words which indicates that how many people, no matter how many people or objects we are taking in the statement, we are considering each and every one individually. But after these words, when of the is written, of always indicates group. Whenever of is written, we are always talking about the entire group, and when the word group comes, it is always followed by plural form of noun. So after this, the noun that we use should always be plural. So one of the most important, this is the description, most important what, step is the noun here. So if this is the noun and we have of here, so according to of, this should be steps. Understood? We have to write steps here when writing any type of paper. So basically you should select a topic that is interesting, that is concrete, that have points, so that you can think about it for a long time before taking any steps in writing, is one of the most important steps when writing any type of paper. Okay, so this is important. Before without thinking, if you start writing, first of all you won't be able to point out all the important bullet points, and secondly the sequence will be hampered. So first you need to think over it, that what are the points and which should follow what, like which statement should be written before and which should be followed, because there is sequence that needs to be maintained. You cannot haphazard the sequence. You cannot write it in a para jumble and state the examiner, okay, I have written the points, arrangement is your work, now you do the arrangement and I will mark you on that. That's not possible, right? So you have to maintain the sequence, and to maintain the sequence, first you need to be clear with the points on your head, and you need to understand that which point should be at first and which point should follow. So these is pondering over it. I hope the point is clear, the statement is clear, and the structure is also clear, the grammatical error that we marked here. Any query, anything to ask? चलो जल्दी कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए मुझे, एनीथिंग टू आस्क, और शैल वी प्रोसीड टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? Yes, okay, chalo. So we'll proceed to the next question. Okay, nothing to ask. Fine. Question number 13 on your screen. ठीक है, चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 सॉल्व करिए. Okay, I think I wasn't audible at that moment. Am I audible now? Where is the answer for question number 13? You guys did not answer question number 13. See, the statement says, I remember vividly. That means very clearly, all the colleagues who were younger than me used to be too envious of me and my ways of performing tasks. So this is a person. 5 question mark. That means you are trying to say that the statement is of no error. No, we have an error in this statement. Now see what is the error. So this person, I, the first person who's the speaker, he or she is saying that the person, the speaker remembers it very clearly that though he was a younger employee in some workplace where that person was working, but others were envious of her or him. Okay, we are not being able to decode, so whosoever whatsoever be the gender of this person, so everybody was jealous of this person. Why? Because the person was younger. That means he or she was junior, but he or she has the ability to perform the task much better than the seniors or the older people that they are working. So this is a normal tendency. If I am the older one and I am the experienced one and I see that my junior is performing better than me, then there are chances that I might be jealous. No, it's not applicable for everyone. This is not universal, but in maximum case, this is what happens, that when the junior performs better or does the task better, so the senior somewhat get jealous. So they think that I'm senior, I was supposed to perform better. How come this person is performing better? So this person is saying what the person has felt in his or her workplace. Okay, now what is the error? The word younger. Okay, the word younger is always followed by to, not than. Older is followed by than, younger is followed by to. Okay, 4, no, 4, we don't have any error in 4. We have error in part 2. Younger than, this should be replaced with younger to. Senior to, junior to, older than. Older is than, senior is to, junior is to, and younger is also to. I hope the point is clear. These are the appropriate forms of preposition. We also call it phrasal verbs, where we have a fixed preposition after a verb. You have to memorize these things here, because these kinds of error are generally asked in question, and these set of words are provided. Those of you who are in my offline classes, I have already given the PDF. Okay, those who are in my classes, the PDF has been given, that you have to memorize. There are certain words that should be followed by this and this, so and so structure. Okay, so appropriate preposition is an important part, and it is an important topic both for banking and SSC exam. It's equally important for both the section. It falls under the vocabulary structure. Okay, clear? Anything to ask? Is the question clear? Shall we proceed? Yes, no? Yes, no, maybe. Tell me. Shall we continue? How can I improve my error detection skill? Practice. Follow the rules that are being taught in the class. If you are a student of offline class in Mahendras or whatsoever institute where you are studying, so follow the rules that are being taught there, and apart from that, do practice. Okay, this one day practice of my session will not help. Like for once a week you are coming here and doing certain questions, that is obviously not sufficient, good enough. You have to practice more questions. Okay, from previous years, take questions from previous years. Okay, take questions from SP Bakshi. There are many good books. Aryan Publications, we have SP Bakshi, that is a great book. Apart from that, we have books from Disha Publications. We have books from Pinnacle. You can follow those kind of books. There is a book called Mirror of Common Errors. You can practice questions from those places. Those will be very helpful for you. Fine. Chalo. Now, clear? Moving ahead to the next question. Now I can see many of you have joined. Why so late? I can come up to the branch and start the class at 9:15, 20, and you guys are not joining the class on time. Anyway, whatever you have missed, try to go through the video once it's done, because the recording will be there in the playlist. Follow the thing, and if you have any doubt or query, you can straight away come to me if you are an offline student here, and I'll clarify your doubts. Okay, fine. Moving ahead to the next question. Question number 14 on your screen. This is also error detection. Solve. Okay, now let us discuss option number 4, researching and writing of the actual research and writing. Okay, this writing is not verb here. This is gerund. This is in noun form. Okay, so if you are following Surajit the law of parallelism, you have to make sure that the structure, the part of speech should also be same. Na, you are thinking that this is verb, this is verb. It is written in ing form, so this should also be written in ing form. No, this is not the case because these both are noun. Okay, writing is noun and actual research is also noun. So this and this is correct. I hope this is clear. Okay. Ashwani is saying part 4. What is the error in part 4? That's what I told in the very beginning of the class. You guys kindly mark the error also. Like what is the change that you want to do? Like see Surojit, you have marked option 4. But the error that you marked in option 4, that is incorrect. And why it is incorrect, I was able to explain you because you mentioned. Kindly mention the error. Okay, Snehashis is saying 3. More challenging. So what is the problem? For a paper is more challenging. What should be the replacement for more challenging according to you? What we should use here? You are saying that the error is more challenging. What we need to do? Okay, you are saying that we need to remove more. Why we need to remove more? Sometimes it seems like coming up with a good idea. So it feels like that coming up with a good idea, that means thinking of a good idea regarding any kind of particular topic. लग रहा है पढ़ने में गलत जैसा. चलो ठीक है, पार्ट तो तुमने सही बताया है, लेकिन एरर क्या है ये देख लेते हैं क्या होना चाहिए. Than or that. Okay, than or that, than or that should not be used in part 3, Snehashish. Okay, so sometimes it seems like coming up with a good idea for a paper, like you are thinking or brainstorming. Okay, brainstorming, very common word which is used, which is asked in antonyms or synonym. Okay, you're putting the entire effort of your brain into that. That is brainstorming. So it feels like that thinking of a good idea, like a good idea coming to your mind, it's a very difficult thing for a paper, is more challenging of the actual research and writing. Like when you are doing the research and writing, that is easier, but the topic on which you are going to do the research and writing, thinking of a concrete topic, an important topic, a topic which will be a mind-blowing topic, so thinking of that topic is more important. Once you get the idea, once you get the topic, after that research and writing on that will be easier. Okay, so research and writing is the easier part. Thinking of the topic, on what topic you are going to do that research, that is a difficult part. Okay, so we are comparing. So when we are comparing, more should definitely be there. Understood? So more should not be removed. And as I have told that we are comparing of thinking and research. Okay, so thinking is more difficult than research. Research could be done once you are clear with the point, we are clear with the topic, that this is the topic I need to research on. Okay, so this is a comparison being made, and in comparison we don't use of. Okay, of is the incorrect structure here. What is the structure that we should use? Instead of should be replaced with than the actual research. So thinking about is more difficult than the actual research. Okay, thinking is more difficult than the actual research. Is it clear? So since we are indicating comparison, the structure that we should use is than. Okay, than is used to indicate what? Comparison. Okay, and there is a confusion between THAN than and THEN than. Don't get confused. THAN than indicates comparison and THEN then जो है, this indicates time. Okay, so it is indicating time. THEN is for time and THAN for comparison. I hope this is clear now. Shall we move? Protection. ओके, देन होगा पर 3 में नहीं होगा। अच्छा, लास्ट क्वेश्चन की बात कर रहे हो क्या? हाँ, 3 में नहीं होगा। क्यों नहीं होगा? क्योंकि हम ऑफ को रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं ना, तो अगर हम ऑफ को रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं और ऑफ हमें पार्ट 4 में दिख रहा है तो ऑब्वियसली 4 में होगा। ठीक है, चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 15 देख लेते हैं। ओके, सो एक आंसर आया है ऑप्शन नंबर 3। ओके, देखो एक चीज तुम लोगों को ध्यान रखना है, वन थिंग दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि रूल्स को बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ो। ठीक है, और अपने आप को इतना अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट मत करो दैट इफ यू आर रीडिंग अ स्टेटमेंट एंड यू आर नॉट बीइंग एबल टू फाइंड एनी एरर इन दैट स्टेटमेंट, देन यू थिंक कि मेरे एंड से ही कोई गलती हो रहा होगा। एंड व्हाट स्टूडेंट टेंड टू डू इज दैट, अगेन 3, स्नेहाशीष इज सेइंग 3 in entertaining, Ashwani is also saying 3. Okay, so what I was saying कि if you are not being able to find any error, don't force yourself. ओके, रूल्स वहां पे क्रिएट मत करो कि अच्छा ये ऐसा रूल हो सकता है तो इस पार्ट में ये एरर होगा, बिकॉज व्हेन वी गेट द एरर वी आर सेटिस्फाइड, ओके दैट आई गॉट द एरर, बट वंस यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द एरर, ये जो अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट वाली चीज है, दिस थिंग्स हैपन एंड यू थिंक दैट इफ आई एम नॉट बीइंग एबल टू फाइंड द एरर, दिस थिंग नेवर क्लिक्स इन माय माइंड दैट it could be a statement of no error. What we think that we are missing out something, there is a problem in me. Okay, so you have to be confident enough to see if the statement is having no error. Like if you are not being able to find any error, that means there are chances that the statement is of no error. Now this statement, they have locked us down with not only work from home but also entertain ourselves from home. Okay, so they have locked us down, we are talking about COVID or something maybe, with not only work from home. Okay, so not only work from home is the thing that has locked us down at the home. Okay, we are locked, but also entertaining ourselves from home, but also entertain ourselves from home. This is correct. Why we need to do entertaining? Because this is a process, this is an action that is going for an indefinite period of time. We are not talking about a particular point of time when the action is being done. So if we are not talking about a particular point of time, in that situation we don't need to use ing structure. Like for example, if I say I am teaching right now, that means this action is going out, it is continuing right now. So in that situation I can say I am teaching. But when I say that I teach, this is my profession, so this is a thing that is done, that is being done for an indefinite period of time. So something that goes on for an indefinite period of time, it should take present indefinite tense. Why we will take ing form? Ing is used for current structure, when the action is happening at a stretch right now at a particular moment of time. But this is explaining that during the COVID, when we were locked down at our home, we were doing work from home and all the source of entertainment at our home. Entertaining is not the correct word here. Entertain is absolutely correct. So as I was saying, that do not force yourself into finding any error. There are statements that are error free. So here we click on option number 5. This statement is error free. Clear? Anything to ask? Anyone? So we are done with today's session, and before calling it a day, I would like to make an announcement for you. I hope many of you already know about it because the announcement is already done. The West Bengal School Service Examination, that is SLST. So we are having a paid batch in Bangla Guru for that, and the English section for 9, 10, 11, 12, prose, poetry, drama, novel, essay and grammatical portion. Everything is being done by me. Okay, and today I am coming up with a special session for you in YouTube. Okay, this class will be completely free of cost, since you can see this is in YouTube. So today sharp at 5:15, be there in the class. I will be there with a topic, and I think I am going to do an interesting topic that could be of a prose or could be of a poetry, with some previous years important questions and mock questions that will be very valuable for your exams. So the students, those who are done with their B.Ed, those who have filled up the form of SLST exam, do join this session. Okay, so see you guys at 5:15. As I've already made the announcement. लग रहा था पर डर के मारे नहीं किया. स्नेहा, that's what I'm saying कि एरर लग नहीं, नो एरर लग रहा था, बट कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था कि लग रहा है कि अगर मुझे नो एरर लग रहा है मतलब मेरे एंड में कोई गलती हो रही है ना. सो दिस इज द अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट दैट यू हैव टू ओवरकम, एंड दिस विल कम विद प्रैक्टिस. प्रैक्टिस के साथ वो कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा कि अगर नो एरर लग रहा है तो स्टेटमेंट नो एरर का हो सकता है. ओके, अच्छा, सेशन अच्छा लगा तो लाइक जरूर करना. Okay, and if you are new to the channel, please click on the bell icon and subscribe the channel so that you can receive notifications of all the upcoming classes that we have aligned for you. And one announcement of my SLST special class today that I'm going to take at 5:15. I have also made announcement for that. Apna bhi promotion kar diya. Chalo, so we stop here today. Till then, thank you everyone and have a good day. Rest admission details are floating on your screen. You can directly contact our branch and take offline admissions if you want. We have special offer for you. Independence Day offer is coming. Okay, so I stop here today. Thank you everyone and have a good day. Thank you all.